It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Hey, Rob, when your girlfriend Meredith is house sitting for somebody,
Yeah.
she has to be at the house round the clock,
Yes, because when she's house sitting, she's also watching the dogs.
but she can't ever leave.
She came over to the house on Saturday while she was doing it while I was away.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit though, but the dogs are pretty needy typically.
Wait, you mean she's watching the people's dogs?
Right.
She's not taking y'all's dogs with her.
Correct.
Okay.
One of the dogs was at her sister's house, and I had the other dog.
Okay.
Because whenever she's house sitting, you talk about it like she's as if it would be way far away, and she's just locked in and can't do anything outside of that house.
Well, it's like an hour away from our house, so she just doesn't want.
Okay, so it is a pretty good.
It's a good ways away, but she doesn't have to be there the whole time. So she does stuff with her mom, who lives close to there as well.
Yeah. So do you ever check up on her to make sure she's not out cheating?
No, I don't.
You should.
No, I'm okay. I think she would never.
Why you whisper?
I don't know.
Yeah, but even if you think she wouldn't, you just need to double check and make sure she's not.
Nah, I'm good.
That's the way you do things.
Do you ever
Trust but verify. That's what President Reagan said.
Do you ever check up on her just to make sure she's okay?
She texts me often, so I know.
Oh, okay. So let's say a couple hours have gone by. Would you text her and be like, "Hey, just checking in, make sure everything's okay"?
Nah, she's good.
Do you like her? I mean, do you feel anything for
I don't
her?
have to follow her every move.
When
Yeah,
I'm saying
but-
that, I'm just saying the occasion, like, "Hey, just checking in to make sure everything's okay."
Every few hours or so, I'll check in every day.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my wife's been sick, so I've been, when I'm away from her.
Right.
You need anything on my way home? How you feeling?
I do that when
stop
she's
and
sick.
get some orange juice or something. But other than that, my wife's like, mind your business.
Yeah, you guys are like the opposite, you and Rob. Mm-hmm. Because you do like knowing her whereabouts and what she's doing and where's your mama and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Rob is like, listen, you're gonna live your life. Let me know if you need something.
Yeah, but it's
And
not.
I might respond.
Yeah, I might get back to you.
Yeah, it's not because I just want to keep tabs on her. It's just, I just, I forget. And this is something that, Riggins, where you talk about when people are married and the wife gets upset when the husband remembers to buy a gift, but he waits until the last minute to buy it. Why would you get mad that he still bought it? You still like, it's kind of that way. When, I don't know why I was comparing that to. It was going to be really smart though, but I can't remember it. I'm too dumb to remember. We were talking about keeping tabs on each other and
Yeah,
stuff.
and it's not that. It's just you like to be involved.
Yeah, no, what it is because sometimes I forget where she says she's going to be or whatever,
Right.
and I look up and go, well, this isn't normal. She's not home. I don't know where she is, so I'll ask, hey, what are you doing? I told you I had Bible study this morning. Like it's just such an insult to forget something that they say. And it's not. And I'm not like I'm saying, where are you, woman? You get home and fix my breakfast. It's not like that. It's just that I forgot
Right.
what she said that she was going to be doing. And to women, that's an insult.
Absolutely.
Yes, because she treats it as if Amanda treats it like you didn't listen, you didn't pay attention when I told you.
Well, that's true.
But the
Not
worst
necessarily.
thing you can do other than take a woman's victim status away from them is not give them enough attention. That is the big sin. If a woman doesn't get enough attention, they're like toddlers. They got to have attention. That's what Ace says.
That is, whoa.
That's one of the most important lessons I learned from Ace, is that women are like toddlers.
Right.
He do be saying that.
I do say that a lot, don't I?
But I don't get, I never, and again, it's the double standard. I can say something over and over, and then if she doesn't grasp it and ask me later about it, I do it just as a joke to point out the double standard. You never listen to me. I've told you 3 times that I was doing that, but you never listen. You never listen to me. She's like, well, it's not the same. It's not. I'm sorry. I forgot. Those things don't work the same.
Meredith and I also share a calendar, so we pretty much know at all times what the other one's doing.
Yeah,
Unless, if it's something out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
But if
I
it's
mean,
just a day-to-day thing, and I come home, she's not there, and I go, well, I know she's not. Like she started this new workout thing, with a different program, and maybe I forgot she's not there when I get home on Tuesdays. That she may be at this. Hey, where are you? Or where you been? I wait till she gets home. Hey, where you been? Well, I got that exercise class. Well, no, I forgot. I'm sorry.
yeah. But also, like you've got this job. You've got a new podcast that you're launching. We got a charity that we're involved in. We got all these other things there are a lot of different things that are going on. I'm paying all these bills. I got financial problems. We got lots of work stuff going. And like occasionally, things get slipped by. Because I got shit going on.
All right.
But if I don't know and I have forgotten where she is, it is a case of I just want to make sure she's safe. She's okay. So where are you? What you got going on? All she got to do is go. Remember, I told you I'm going to, wine tasting or whatever the case is.
But it must
work at it. And then I say, oh, okay, that's right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It must happen a lot though. Because if it were one time, she would probably go, oh, I told you that. If she's saying it the way you're framing it, then it must happen a lot.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Which is fine. Like, yeah, I wasn't listening to you because, quite frankly, it was boring. So I would say that, no, I didn't listen to you the first time. Because I genuinely didn't care. I was probably just trying to make conversation. So I did forget.
A lot of times women get mad at men for not thinking like women.
There you go. That's smart.
Mm-hmm. And men it's pounded into our heads. You better understand where she's coming from. You better understand what she's thinking. You better understand how she feels, and you better understand how it's your fault, and da-da-da-da. But rarely is it the other way around where they say, all right, look, you got to understand where he's coming from. Unless you got to understand where he's coming from. He's a simpleton. And he doesn't have the ability to multitask and do da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's not you need to learn kind of to look at the way he thinks as being different, like from a respectful way. It's from more of a disrespectful way of saying he's a moron. You're way smarter than he is. You're going to have to just calm down and accept that he's an idiot and not let it get to you so much. That's and I'm not saying that's the way Jody looks at it, but most women telling other women or therapists or whoever telling women that how to accept the fact that their husbands may not listen to them. That's why, because he's a moron. You know that, and guess what? They're all morons. So just learn to try to accept it and get him to really understand that he needs to know when you need this. I need you to hear me now. I'm going to be at my workout class at 10:30 on Friday. So when I'm not here and you get home, don't panic. I'll be back. That's where I am. So that's why, Riggins.
Okay.
Because we're all buffoons. And that's why I was saying earlier on your thing, what's the opposite of what it gets portrayed, is that it is not a man's world. It is a woman's world completely in 2024 U.S. America.
Maybe. I don't know.
I do. Watch TV. See how many commercials feature men like you. Masculine white men.
That's me.
None. Because you're so offensive that you can't even be associated with products. It'll turn people off.
Well, they have all the
you.
purchasing power.
Who?
I understand.
Women? Oh, yeah.
They're the ones making the purchases, so I understand why there's not.
Why? Because women would be turned off by a product if a man's in the commercial?
Probably. Yeah, I think they probably see their husband and they're like, I hate that guy.
Which, that's
That
sad
guy
too.
makes me hate that guy. That guy
Makes me think of the buffoon that's coming home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
doesn't know where I am right now.
Because he doesn't listen to me. Everything I say is important. That's why I feel the need to get attention on social media. By showing my outfit every day. He's not here to compliment my outfit every day.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even know if I didn't even change clothes for a week. That's why I do fit check, drip check, whatever they are.
Yeah. Jed probably knows where Pooky is, right?
At all times.
They're always together. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because don't they accuse him of being a
Controlling.
control freak and a misogynist and all that now?
Really?
Jet and Pooky.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's what Ace was saying.
Then I saw the other day, they pulled up somebody researched and found she went to an antebellum party in college and
Oh no.
They're done.
yeah, she had posted an apology for when those somebody pulled up and reposted. This is Pooky. It's just I'm sorry, I didn't, it was a sorority thing. We had an antebellum party. I didn't know at the time, that kind of thing.
So she apologized recently for that?
I think so.
Oh,
I think she
God.
did.
She shouldn't be doing that.
I think she did.
I feel like if you don't, then they just get, they just ruin you.
No,
I don't agree with it.
if you don't apologize,
Yeah, 'cause
but if you do apologize, have you ever seen anybody go, okay, well, we accept that, and then
that's fair.
go back on the way you were? No, it's blood in the water.
Because that makes you always think of Kevin Hart whenever he was made to not do that award show anymore, because he wouldn't backtrack on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was fine with that. Yeah, right. TikTok star Pooky apologizes after photos emerge of her wearing antebellum outfits in college. Her real name is Campbell Puckett. Known online as Pooky apologizes like a week ago. Yeah, she said, I fully apologize for the harm this may have caused for some and take full responsibility. She appeared at a college party with other students dressed in similar fashion. She explained she was 20 years old when the photos were taken. That was 12 years ago. Yeah, and she's wearing an antebellum dress and cowboy boots. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay. She shouldn't apologize. Find the person who's really hurt by that.
Yeah.
Show me who's really hurt. Not just a bunch of people online trying to bring her down because, she's having success.
Well, like we talked about, that's what happens. You get big, and a ton of people are like, I'm there for their love, and they're so sweet, and blah, blah. Millions and millions of views. And then somebody goes, let's dig into their past a little bit. What else can we find that they posted online? Look at that. Yeah. 12 years ago on her Twitter, she posted this photo from a party.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. That's the thing,
But they say that Jet, her husband, would never ask where she is. Not because he listens to her. It's because he makes her be wherever she's going to be.
Because he knows where
That's
she
what
is.
they say.
That's what they say.
Because it's just, obviously, she's a racist and he's a misogynist. There could be no other way around. Just a couple of white supremacists together, taking advantage of, hurting people all over social media. Only answer is that. That's what it is. That's what the only thing it can be.
There's more of the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ Show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
More than just a little funny. More than just average funny. This is Extra Funny. It's the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
So, that story we had earlier about the guy from Texas who was allegedly going into antique stores, taking stuff off the shelves and sticking them up underneath his kilt into his rectum, and then pulling them out and putting them back on the shelves. What's he getting out of that? I know we always ask this question about people who have these perversions and whatnot, but is that a prank that he's doing? Because he can't be getting any, like a fetish kind of thing out of that, if he's just putting them up there and then taking them out and then putting them back on the shelf.
Unless it's some kind of thing that like he knows something that they don't, like it's a secret. Like he gets off on the fact that they don't know when they take this home and it's been up my butt.
Yeah, but
how weird is that? I mean, it's
but
super weird.
When does he get the sexual payoff for it? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. Is it necessarily a sexual thing, or is it just some kind of?
That's what I mean. Well, for it to be a fetish,
it
would have to be in connection with sexual.
It reminds me of the story that we just had recently of the professor that was like putting his junk on like hand railings and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he knows that somebody's going to touch it, so it's got to be sexual in a weird way. But when does that payoff come? Probably later when he's thinking about it when he did it.
Or does he go back out there and then get in a position where he can spy on them, and as soon as they touch it, then he's just like, oh.
Yeah. Or is it like when TJ leaves a cup of urine on the counter at your house? Yeah. He knows eventually. So maybe he goes back the next week and he's, somebody bought that. It's in someone's house right now.
But I don't get a sexual payoff out of that. It's just a prank. You know, that's what I'm saying. That he has to be just pranking somebody. So if they go reach and get an antique bell from the 17th century or something that has actually been in his butt. In his rectum.
Can you imagine though? You find out later that you were in a store. You reached up and you're holding this thing, like, say it is a bell, and you pick it up by the handle, and then you find out, the next week this story comes out. And it's like, I wonder if that, I was holding that bell by the handle, or worse, you purchased one of these items. You get home and it's sitting there. You've touched it. Maybe you've handed it to your family's touched it. Does they put it up on the counter and all that? And that's been up somebody's butt.
I'm serious though. Somebody walking around in U.S. America, a man in a kilt, and you didn't just come out of a parade from playing the bagpipes or something, then it's weird.
Yeah.
And people should be spying on you and keeping an eye on you if you're walking around in a kilt to make sure you're not going to do something stupid, something weird. You may not. You may be a perfectly nice person, but there are a lot of weird, peculiar people who are nice.
Yeah. It'd be like seeing somebody at Food Lion here dressed in the Oktoberfest outfit. You know, like with the suspend, like it's gonna draw attention. We're gonna look at you funny because
If you're in the lederhosen.
the lederhosen or whatever that is. That's a weird outfit. I mean, it might be normal where you're from, but here, it's gonna make us pay attention to you, and maybe think something is off about you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think costumes in general, where there's no occasion for a costume, that should throw up the red flag.
Yeah.
You know,
if you're just in the store in some type of costume.
Right. If you decide, like, what is today? The 19th. It's February 19th. Today's President's Day, but you're walking around in a ghost costume. I mean, that makes no sense. And
Sure,
people
you're right.
think you're crazy.
You're right.
Walking around dressed like damn Dracula, man. On President's Day. But if you're also walking around as an adult man in a store by yourself, dressed as George Washington on President's Day, and there's nobody following you around, you have no reason other than just it's President's Day, I'm going to dress up like George Washington, then that's still a little bit weird.
Yeah. Extremely.
Because you're not doing it for the townsfolk, or you're not, having some sort of a presentation of any kind. And people get mad if they want. Who am I to say that something's weird? Well, I'm somebody that can tell the difference between weird and not weird.
Yeah. Because more often than not, these stories end up with somebody shoving something up their ass.
Exactly.
Right.
All of them pretty much end that way.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know that's weird? Huh?
Do we know he put it in his ass?
That's what it said, in his rectum.
In his rectum.
Yeah.
He didn't just like put it between his butt cheeks or something.
They said in his rectum.
Do you think he was like waiting around and watching to see if anybody would pick it up?
Maybe.
Because maybe that's when he goes, oh, yeah, got him.
But then again, it could be something as simple as he had an itch.
Rectal itch.
Yeah, maybe he had some hemorrhoidal itching going on.
What do you want
Over
me
and
to do?
over and over again?
Yeah.
Well, that one, or he goes, oh, that one didn't get the spot. Let me try something else.
Myself, you wouldn't need any big instrument to reach it. I mean, it's pretty close to the surface.
Are those itchy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes. Yeah. Itching and swelling,
Yikes.
burning, itching, swelling, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm watching him put this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is he like really going to town,
Yeah.
shoving it up there?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What does it look like it is?
It's small. It looks like maybe like a snow globe or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Damn.
That's only small in height.
Yeah, I mean, it's tiny, like a tiny snow globe.
Okay.
The tank top and kilt is an odd look.
Right, but
And
he's got it.
sunglasses like on the top of your head.
But it's neat, though, because he tucked the tank top into the kilt. He's got his shirt tail tucked in.
He's there for business.
And those old beat up high tops.
Yeah.
But it was at an antique store, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is he doing with it? Is he like
Grabbing
working,
it right
is he
off the
working it?
Yes, it's up and down and around. They've sped up the video from the security cam footage, but it's definitely like he's.
So if they sped it up, then he took his time.
So he's whisking in there, basically.
and he's kind of
like
shifting.
a whisking movement.
He's kind of shifting from one leg to the other, kind of to guess. I don't know.
I also look like he's wearing Air Force Ones. Like, dude is all over the place. Oh, God. I found the
Yeah,
video.
there's
I don't
some
like
sort
this.
of. I mean, he just the kilt thing plays into it like he's.
Well, the kilt may be for
Just,
nothing more than
easy
ease.
access.
Yeah.
He knew what he was going there to do.
But again,
Yeah, clearly he did.
criminal mischief. I mean, that's the nicest thing you can say. Mischief. Man, this guy should be in jail forever.
Oh, he's a little mischievous one.
I just watched a video. It looks like he's like staring right at the camera as he's doing it. Like he knows.
Like I dare you to say something.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing?
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
And how they let him out on just a $100 bond.
Yeah.
Well, it was only $200 worth of items.
No, I want this guy behind bars.
Yeah, I mean he needs to be in some sort of an evaluation.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree with that. There's got to be an
all of that.
evaluation.
You're in Texas. Nobody just beat the shit out of him. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, and you would think, well, maybe he must be in Austin then, if nobody beat the shit out of him. But he was outside of Houston, where somebody should have. But did anybody see him?
Yeah, maybe not.
It also looked like it's really tight quarters.
So in other words, they just happened to catch him because somebody caught it on the tape or on the closed circuit?
Maybe.
Thinking maybe the women that work in there might have seen it, and then they went back and looked at the tape.
Like seen him in the act?
Like, yeah, kind of got a glimpse. Was he doing what I think he's doing?
Yeah.
And they probably didn't want to confront him.
Yeah, good idea.
What if you just went back and said, no, there was a guy in here wearing a kilt. Oh, for real, it was the weirdest. Look, let me back the tape up here. They're like, oh, wait, that wasn't.
The kilt was the least weird part about it.
I just wanted to come here, Bonnie. Let me show you this guy that came in today in a kilt. Let me back this tape up. And next thing you know, you're rolling it back. It's like, oh my God, that guy's got a snow globe up his ass.
But I mean, would you want to approach him if you knew that's what he was doing? Would you want to approach him and, you know?
No, I'm calling the cops. I'm not.
Because I mean, once
I'm
that,
going to tell somebody because
once that seal is broken, though, I mean, it's got to be nasty.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going to happen next. If you approach, he's going to throw it at you, or what happens? You do not know what that man is capable of. Yeah, you make an effort to make sure he doesn't leave. I want to inform someone, and let's make sure he doesn't leave. But I'm not going to go over there and touch him.
But you want to get close to him.
I don't want to touch him. Because he's not doing anything that's endangering anybody's life. We can get that stuff out of here.
And how old is he?
He's maybe 50s, 60s.
Probably got kids.
Yeah.
They got to deal with all that.
It looks like he went to a couple different, because it's like an antique mall.
It was several of them, yeah.
Yeah, and he looks like this one, he got a candle and he even like kicked his leg out, you know, to like, I guess. Yeah.
If that's your dad, and you're in school, you don't recover from that.
Oh, you have to switch schools.
Yeah, that's not going to come back for you at all.
He's taking a candle.
Yeah, it looks like a little candle. Little candlestick. And then he like inspects it before he puts it back on like the candelabra. Weird.
He's doing the thing where like, you got to shake your leg a little bit.
Yeah, he kicks the leg out to get it, I'm assuming, up further.
Oh.
And the poor the woman that runs the booth, she's on camera with the news. She's like, I'm watching it on mute, and she just looks stunned, as I'm sure you would be. It's an antique emporium. Everybody's 100 years old.
You're like now the most excitement they've seen there in forever.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Yeah,
man. And was it Billy Bob Thornton that said antiques make him throw up?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I bet those really would.
Yeah,
they got doo-doo on them.
Yeah. These antiques smell like shit.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next.
Back again with our friend Richard Tato, the Richard Tato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/Neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
I saw a headline this morning where, I always say Porch Pirates should be, delivered a harsh punishment. Not necessarily that would injure them or maim them or kill them, but just something so devastating that it would make them never, ever want to steal somebody's stuff again.
Right.
The grabbing the stuff and running off with it, and then them, being booby trapped with a shit bomb.
Yeah.
That just goes off and blows all in their face and in their mouth and just covers them in feces. If somebody's been stealing stuff from your porch and you put that bait package up there and then it does something like that. But then again, if it's a person doing that, I don't have a problem with something blowing their hand off. I said not injuring them or anything, but if it injures them like that, I don't care. That'll be fine. But people wince whenever I say stuff like that. So we can just stick it with a doo-doo bomb, maybe a tear gas bomb.
Yeah.
That blinded them for a little while and they just experienced that kind of pain and all, and then it got better. But I saw a headline this morning where there have been these packages being stolen off of these people's porch, and they went and checked their doorbell camera, and it was a dog that had been running up there carrying off their stuff. And I say, same goes for him. Get a poop bomb blowing up on him.
Poop bomb on a dog.
A thief is a thief. I don't care.
That's right. Thief is a thief.
What else kind of thing, though, could if somebody's been stealing from your porch and then you were going to put something in there to make them, to deter them from doing it anymore?
I saw a guy do like shotgun shells or like gunpowder or something. And just really scared like they had gotten shot.
Yeah.
When they lift the package off it sounds like a shotgun going off and
That's
they
what I was
go
gonna say. I'm
flying.
thinking anything that makes like when you open it up and it just goes bam and it would scare you to death. Yeah. And it wouldn't even harm you, but it would just make such a loud noise you would think you've been shot.
Mm-hmm. What about exploding? What about exploding super glue?
Oh God.
Ooh.
That'd be rough. I've seen Mark Rober's a YouTube guy. He sprays them with extra strength fart spray. That's really hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
And it also showers them in glitter.
Yeah. If it could be something like super glue then followed by glitter, that would be great.
Like a mix of super glue and glitter and like in a balloon or something that explodes when you open it and goes all over you.
I think that fart spray stuff, it kind of makes the glitter stick to them too. Because it's heavy dosage of that coming at them.
Is it Canada that they told the people you can't post video of Porch Pirates stealing your stuff because they have rights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So somebody comes onto your land, onto your porch, steals your stuff, and people were posting the videos from their Ring cameras, and they told them you would be fined or something because the thief, so to speak, has a right to privacy.
pirate privacy.
He's on your land stealing your stuff, and he has a right to privacy.
I guess that makes sense because the guy I was talking about, he always blurred out the faces of everybody. So maybe it's not just in Canada, but it seems like it might be in the way in the United States as well.
Their faces need to get blurred from whatever blows up on them. That's what needs to happen.
Damn mace in the face needs to blur them.
Glue is good. Glue and poop.
Yeah.
Really
Or,
good options.
Anything that's going to last a while.
Yeah.
You're going to really have to spend some time in the shower or whatever to get it off.
Yeah, maybe rotten fish guts.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
God.
Like you'd have to put it in there that's completely sealed where you couldn't smell it as you pick up the box. But once it blows up, it's just fish guts all over you.
Here's somebody that says exploding fiberglass.
Oh, God.
It would be all in their eyes and face.
That could
be a
really
lot.
maim them, right?
It could blind them.
Yeah, but the only way it would maim them or anything is if they were trying to steal somebody's stuff to begin with.
I know, but
People who don't try to do that would be just fine.
I want to give them a chance to rehabilitate, though, and I don't want to maim anybody just, for
I
stealing
used to
my
be that
Amazon
way.
order.
I used to be that way, but
I've hardened over the years.
You know, I'm just
gotta
trying to get some paper towels from Amazon. I don't want them to be
No, maim them.
yeah, because you know what else? The other people would look at that and go, I was going to start stealing stuff off people's porches, but I don't think I'm going to now.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need everybody to have anti-theft porch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the world needs right now. Y'all mean?
What if it's glue in like your toenail clippings?
Oh God!
You know, like
that's a good one though.
Oh, I could put my my hair trimmings whenever I leave them on the porch.
Yeah.
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 A hair bomb. That's gross. You can't buy like bulk quantities of animal semen, can you?
Yeah. You can, how much would it take? I mean, if an ounce of it got on me, I'd be like, I won't come back here.
Or at least tell them that's what it is. You know, like you've just been covered in 5 gallons of horse jizzle. Like, oh, this is my worst nightmare.
I love that you
that's a
went
good one.
with the saw voice.
The saw voice.
Hello. For years, you've been stealing packages.
Let's try stealing this.
Today will be your last.
Yeah. If when they open it, it's going to talk to them first.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Hello.
That would be sick if it started playing the theme song from Saw. I love that.
Well, and there's really nothing that makes a person take off running more than the sound of a chainsaw cranking up. So
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
if you could rig the porch up with a realistic sounding, system, that when they picked up a package, it's like,
I have seen the ones where they make it sound like the police are there.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I do think though, if the moment you picked up the package, maybe it wasn't in the package, nothing blew up, but you heard that, just a recording just went, stop. It would, your pants.
Yeah.
or just, they could catch them, they get at themselves after that and they'd go, whew, that was a crazy person. Stop at the next house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you don't
if
want them to
they've
go
got
to the
a
next
scar,
one. You're right.
they need a scar to remind them to not do that anymore.
What about a little bit of a fire?
Yeah.
Like when the old school wrestlers used to throw fire. I don't think they do that much anymore. But they would throw fire. You light some tissue paper and just throw it out there like
Those
that.
were the good days when
Yeah.
they used to be able to use fire in wrestling.
Seen that shit in real life. It's scary, man. But it might singe them a little bit. The face might turn kind of red. It's gonna, they're gonna be in pain for a couple of days, but that'll heal up.
Too
Or a-
soft these days.
Or a very weak grenade.
A very weak grenade.
It's a baby grenade.
I like that.
What about
grenade.
like a flashbang grenade where it doesn't hurt them, but blinds them temporarily?
Temporarily being the key word there, Rob.
Yeah, I guess it's not enough.
Yeah, super glue would blind them temporarily. Somebody'd have to pry their eyelids back.
Oh God.
But it needs to be something that would be a lasting reminder of like something that disfigured them enough to where every day they look at it and said, okay, I got this disfigurement from stealing.
Like a scarlet letter.
Yeah.
Oh, could do something like in Home Alone where he heated up the handle of the door.
Well, TJ's saying something kind of along the same lines. What if there was a way that the moment they stole, like a hot branding iron just stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and put thief right on their forehead.
Like just suddenly you just had something hit you, and it's that fast, you're in pain and you're branded forever as a thief.
It like burns through the packaging and takes off their fingerprints. I guess that's not a good idea. I saw them do that in the Men in Black. I assume you can do it in real life.
Yeah, but then they're free to steal all the time.
That was not good. Wasn't as good.
Look at that! I ain't got no fingerprints.
Thank you. Oh yeah, man.
Let's bust in.
We're going on a spree.
As soon as these things scab over, we're going back. We'll hit that house again.
Hey, you can get the package next time. You'll be good to go too.
There needs to be something though. Just like when those, like all of those people run into a store at one time and start stealing, running out with stuff.
Yeah.
They just overwhelm the store. I always say there should be a button that you push that locks the doors and a thing that locks the employees behind a bulletproof glass case.
Like a safe room.
And it's got proper ventilation and everything in it. But the other part of the store, you just... Once you trap them in there, then you hit a button and knockout gas comes from the ceiling.
Just gas them.
And then they all just pass out right there, and you get the cops to come sweep them up, get them out of here.
That's good.
But don't they
take
have
my
to
stuff out of their hands before they leave?
But don't they have to leave the store for it to be theft? Like they've got to get out of the store with the item before you can charge them with stealing, right?
Yeah, probably. But
because I learned that in college when I watched that guy confront a lady for shoplifting in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because he had to wait until she stepped off the curb into the parking lot before he could confront her.
Well, then maybe there just needs to be an extra room built out there. Like when they step out, then it drops down.
Like you step into a little holding area, then step through into the actual store itself.
Right. Something.
I picture the knockout gas from like old school Batman episodes where it's like bright green.
Right.
It's like, knockout. Everybody just falls.
It'd be my luck it would malfunction and only spray behind the counter, so I'm the only one that gets knocked out.
Yeah, it's back in that little room where you are.
Passed out. Take whatever you can.
Everybody take your time. That guy gassed himself. It's okay.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.